welcome to Sorry for Trauma Dumping. I'm one of your hosts, Erica.
And I'm Alex.
And for those who are not watching us, we have a guest with us today. A returning guest.
Hello. Oh, yes, it's me, Crimson. Hello.
No, Cole.
Or Cole.
No, you're Cole on my podcast. You can be Crimson on your podcast. Crimson. Oh, see, there's the thumb.
I'm Cole, aka Crimson.
We don't do personas here. We're
one. No, it's okay. He had his persona last time, remember? Because he couldn't say Brandon's because Brandon uses his last name. So.
Oh, that's right. But we're 100% real. Okay.
Cool. I'm Cole, aka Crimson.
But we have an exciting episode today for you guys. At least exciting to us. We don't know if any of our listeners watch this show. But before we get into that, Alex, I've heard you had a difficult day.
Yes. Just a whole last week, man. It started off with me being sick and then Lena getting sick. I think Lena brought it home. I got sick. She wasn't as bad. And then she got really sick. And so she's been home. Anyway, long story short, we ended up having to take her to the ER yesterday. Turns out she has RSV. So she's super sick. She did not want to keep anything down. She did not want to eat anything. She's been battling a fever that ranges from normal to 102, off and on all day, every day for this is day 5. So yeah, this has been fun. And then today she stayed home, and today was just, I just want to redo. I really just want to redo.
A redo button for sure.
Yeah. So, I got off work at 1:00 today, and Miss Lena was absolutely miserable. And I mean, crying. She had snot rolling down her nose. She was like, "Mom, I just want to take a bath," which I get because I'm the same way. When I don't feel good, I just want to go take a nice warm bath.
We are too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got in the bathtub, and I introduced her to Silly Songs with Larry from the Veggie Tales. So that's been our thing when we're in the bathtub. We'll sit and watch Silly Songs with Larry.
Oh, yeah.
That's cute.
I love that.
We got out of the tub, and I was like, all right, we need to eat something for lunch. What do we want to do? I made myself lunch. She asked for a half a peanut butter jelly sandwich. And I mean, literally one piece of bread, split it down the middle, half PB, half jelly. She maybe ate 4 bites total, said she was done. The food she was eating fell on the floor, and Shorzy got to it. And it was made with real Concord grapes. And those of you who don't know, grapes are really bad for dogs. They're deathly allergic.
So I did ask you the question earlier. I know grapes as from the vine as a whole are bad. But I didn't know that grape jelly is the same. I mean, I haven't fed my dog any, but I just didn't, for some reason, I didn't.
I'm surprised because of the fact that even if it says it has real stuff, most of it's also processed to hell and cooked through and everything. Yeah. So I didn't think that would be, I thought that would be something that would maybe negate it or something.
Right. I looked it up online, and it says it's still severely bad. You should try to induce vomiting. Mind you, Lena was taking so long with lunch, it was about time to go pick up Bella. So Bella's getting ready for getting to leave school at this point. I'm like, oh my God, I have to make my dog puke. I looked it up online. It said you need to use hydrogen peroxide and put so much in and put it in their mouth and induce vomiting. Searched my whole house. No hydrogen peroxide, which makes no sense because we use it all the time. Brandon uses it on so much stuff. Couldn't find it. My in-laws live right down the street. So I'm like, Lena, she's ready to go at this point. She doesn't realize hey, Mom has to go make sure she puke. She's like, all right, Mom, I'm ready to go. And I was like, stay here real quick. I'm running down to Grandma's house. She's like, you're leaving me here? I was like, literally 2 seconds. She lives right down the street.
Not that far. Yeah.
Grab the keys to my in-laws' house. Run to their house. I find that someone's home, but I don't know who because they switch cars all the time. So I run in the house, I unlock it, their dogs start running to me, and I was like, hello? Here's my mother-in-law in the bedroom, not expecting anyone. Hello? I was like, I need hydrogen peroxide. She was like dead asleep. Apparently she had just taken a muscle relaxer.
Oh.
I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I just need this. And she was like, okay, got up. She got lightheaded trying to get into her bathroom to get it to me. She handed it to me. She's like, why? And I was like, Shorzy ate some grape jelly. Like, grapes are deathly, like, he's deathly allergic to grapes. He can die. I need to make him puke. And she just looked at me like, what?
Yeah, I had the same reaction when you told me. I was like, I didn't know you could induce vomit a dog.
Yeah. So I jumped right back in the car. I was like, we'll return this later. Jumped right back in the car, ran home. We have a nice big deep bathtub that Len and I just had used. So I put him in the bathtub. He thought he was getting a treat. He's like, oh, Mom's getting me a treat. Oh, I'm going to the bathtub. And I put him in the bathtub and I had to like pry his mouth open and I put it in and he looked at me like, how dare you? What was that? And did that little sneeze thing he does. And I was like, and then it said like, in order to like get the bubbles going, you should like make him run around and stuff. And I was like, I don't want him puking all over my house. So I was like having him jump on the side and push him down, jump on the side, push him down to like get him moving. It took like in that time I had to call Bella and she's like, yeah, what do you need? And I was like, hey, I'm running behind. And she's like, it's okay. Lena already texted me. You guys are running behind. I was like, okay, well, this is why. And she's like, okay, just let me know when you're on your way. After 10 minutes, I finally get him to puke. And he pukes his entire stomach up. I was like, oh my God. And I was like, okay, good boy, Shorzy, good boy. Like, I'm trying to be like good, but then he's like trying to get at it again. I was like, please don't get away from it. Stop. And I was like, Lena, go get me some paper towels and 2 sacks. She said, okay. She comes back to 2 sacks. There's no more paper towels. I was like, okay, go get me the sleeve of napkins. Okay, she goes and she brings me 3 napkins. I was like, no, give me the sleeve, the whole sleeve. This is a lot of puke. And she's like, okay.
Were you not able to wash it down the drain?
No, there was a lot.
Oh.
It's you have a like a jacuzzi bathtub.
Yeah. Well, it's like some of it could go down.
They don't have a thing.
Yeah, and it's like the hole was smaller plus like the food. He just ate right before he ate that pee.
It was chunky.
Yeah, like there was like Yeah. So I take him and I go kennel him up because I was like, I'm not having you. If you're gonna puke somewhere, I want you puking like in a designated area. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, should I go pick up Bella? Should I clean up this puke? And I was like, if I just let it sit, it's gonna be worse. So I put gloves on and I went to clean it up. Then started vomiting myself because I don't do well with vomit.
Yeah, he cleans up like all the vomit.
Yep. Brandon and Bella clean up everything else because I can't. I got it cleaned up though. Then I went and took some bleach spray, sprayed down my bathtub, threw everything in the garbage. I was like, okay, Lena, let's go ahead and go. Grabbed my purse, took her to the car, got into the car, pushed the button, no key detected. What? What do you mean no key detected? I swear I threw my keys in my purse and it didn't. I had hung them up when I came back home and I had locked the door. First thing I was like, okay, did I lock the door? Yeah, I did. All right, let's go check the back screen door. Fuck, it's locked. Oh my God, I called Bella. Hey, Bella. Yeah, at this point, we're 40 minutes late. It's like nearly 4 o'clock. Brandon gets off at 4 o'clock. And I was like, hey, so we're locked out of the house. And she's like, what? She's like, okay. And I was like, so I'm going to have Dad come pick you up, or I'm going to, like, Dad's going to have to come here, and then I'm going to come pick you up. And she said, okay. I text Brandon. Mind you, he's at work. So when he gets off work, he's bombarded with all these messages. Hey, Shorzy just ate grape jelly. Hey, I'm trying to make him puke. He's puking in the tub now. So much puke. He's just like bombarded with text messages after text messages. And
a whole event happened.
And
Multiple
I,
events,
last
actually.
one said, call me ASAP. So he calls me. He's like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, hey, so we're locked out of the house. And Bella's still at school. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? I said, no. He's like, well, I don't have enough gas to go pick up Bella. So I'm going to have to come home and go pick her up in your car. And I was like, okay. He got
Just
home.
let us in.
Yeah. He got home. We got inside. Shorzy at this point had been locked in the kennel too, all by himself. He's just like, I just puked and mom put me in here.
It's like, what is today?
And then so then Brandon went to go pick up Bella, and then it was just a mess. And then literally the only thing I was gonna bring this up, only thing that was like good today was I got mail. And my cousin Davin, ended up sending me a letter today. He's one of our listeners who's been watching from like the beginning.
Yeah.
We have a family like reunion type thing this weekend, and I posted in it that hopefully we should be able to go. It just depends if we have the gas to do it. So he sent me a letter.
There?
No, this is on my dad's side.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And he said, Dear Alex, enclosed is a magical card that enables the card holder to procure petrol at their local Quick Star establishment. Please enjoy and consider taking a few road trips with it. Love and regards, Davin and Alicia.
That is so cute.
He sent me a $50 Gap card, so I have to go this weekend.
You have no excuse now.
I have no excuse now. And the thing was, I originally today, I canceled because since Lena has RSV, I was like, all right, we're not going. After that, I was like, well, fuck, now I gotta go.
Yeah.
So now just me and Bella are going. Brandon's gonna stay home with Lena. But
okay.
Yeah, that's my day. Like literally in a nutshell. It's been fucking chaos.
I went to work.
Same kinda.
I did a walk because on Wednesdays they do walking Wednesdays, so I walked.
I saw that you got like breakfast yesterday at work.
Tuesday.
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
As of this recording.
I thought today we normally record on Mondays, so yes. So it was actually I was really happy that it got switched because it was supposed to happen tomorrow, which is Thursday, which is one of the days I work from home, and I'm like, man, I really want to like go in, but like I can't justify going in just for that. And then so I got a notification on my work calendar that it was moved to Tuesday, and I'm like, yes. So basically, like all of the execs were flipping pancakes for us and making pancakes and sausages, and then there was just like a bunch of fruit there. I didn't really like the sausages as much as I thought I would, but I did enjoy the fruit. What's up?
I'm just listening.
Yeah, my work, I freaking love my job. Yeah, there's gonna be ups and downs, but I just love how they're so like employee oriented.
Yeah, I love that.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. I saw you look behind you, but it's okay.
I have something to bring up again, but yeah, I'm listening to you.
Oh, well, that's. I mean, what did I do over the weekend? We had my birthday party. It was a chill weekend.
Yeah, me too.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. We did get a new game though, which I'm excited to play with you. It's called
Hues and Cues.
Hues and Cues. It's a color grid game. I don't even know how many colors are even on there. Basically, but a lot of colors.
Yeah, it's like a wide thing of different colors and like shades of those colors. And then the goal is to try and give words that describe the color without saying what the color is.
Yeah.
And you get points based on however many people are close to that.
Yeah, but there's so many different shades. It is so hard to come up with clues. Like yesterday, we came up with like pea soup, and my cousin did like dehydrated pea or piss or whatever, and there people can get really creative.
Depending on who you play it with, that game could go anyway.
Yeah, and we played it on Saturday, and we had 6 people playing, which we bought it on Saturday, so that's like the most that we've ever had play. I think you can.
Friday, I thought. No, it was
No,
Saturday.
it was Saturday.
Anyways.
I don't think it was Saturday.
Anyways.
It's okay.
Anyways, I forgot what I was saying.
We're talking about
we got it Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We got the game Saturday. 6 people was the most we ever played with it. It is super fun with a lot of people.
Highly recommend.
Highly recommend.
I'm super excited to play it
colorblind.
I'm not colorblind. I'm just stupid.
No. But he did win yesterday, though.
Yeah, somehow.
Like the first few times we played, he was back here, and all of us were up here with points.
It took me a hot second to realize, like, what kind of clues to give, and realizing, like, the crowd that I'm with.
His clues were going over everyone's head. We're like, oh, we got it. It's this. And, like, it's all the way over here when it's supposed to be over here. Like...
Okay, I wasn't to that degree too bad. I just didn't get points.
I'm excited to play. We're definitely going to have to find a time to get together again soon so we can...
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
No, the thing... Okay. What I got distracted about when you started talking. So Bella is borrowing different books of mine when she finishes books because she wants more to read. So she just got done reading Harry Potter and The Order of the Phoenix, but she said, "I'm kind of burnt out of Harry Potter. I kind of want to find another book. What book do you suggest?" I listed out a bunch of them. She ended up picking Vampire Academy, and I was like, "Okay, that's fine." And so she grabbed the book, and she's like, "Oh, have you even read this? Like, the book's not read." I was like, "I think when I first got it, I started the book, wasn't feeling it, gave up on it, and then later I forgot I had the book and I read it online." So I read all the books online, even though I had all the physical copies. But she opened it up and she pulled out my bookmark at the time, and it was a Panera receipt. And it's a Panera receipt from January 15th of 2011. And I was like, I wonder how much things have changed. So I got a pick. I got a pick 2. I got a cup of broccoli cheddar soup, a Sierra turkey sandwich, a big roll, and then a grande mocha, which totaled out to $10.68. So I told Bella, hey, while I'm doing the podcast, tell me how much it's going to cost now. So she went on Panera and she sent me a text.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay, guess what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
I'm going to guess 19.
Okay. So the total
Wait, hold on. Wait.
No, I'm saying the OG total was 1068. I was just having it in your mind. So you can think.
Okay.
OG total is 1068.
I'm going to say 22.
What did you say, Erica?
I said 19, but I was kind of stuck between 15 and 19, but I went with 19.
It's Panera in 2024. Everything's gone up.
The total is $24.15.
I
was closest. I told you. 2024.
It went up 14 fucking dollars?
Yeah. It used to be $10.68.
What is living?
And even the tax. Expensive. The tax on it was only 70 cents. The tax on it now is $1.80 or $1.58. Yeah.
It's almost gone up a full dollar.
I don't love it.
No, I don't. Well, I just had to put in that when she sent it to me so fast. I was anticipating it was going to be later. And she just happened to be like, oh, hey, I got that price for you. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh my God. It was funny that you had a receipt in your book for that long ago, but holy cow.
I use receipts as bookmarks all the time.
I mean, hey, why not? Well, what else are you gonna do with them? Keep them in your purse or throw them
No,
away?
I feel you.
Sorry for causing trauma about the economy, but welcome to the podcast.
Oh boy. Well,
Should we
let's get
get
into it.
started? Okay.
Yeah, I'm really honestly, I have been looking forward to this. It killed me having to push it back a couple days because I was hyped for this. Obviously, you'll tell by the title, it is about Hazbin Hotel. So obviously, there's going to be spoilers. So if you don't want to have
I came
spoilers,
ready.
oh my god, I love it.
My shirt's dirty.
I just have to say, thank you so much, Cole, for really like, hey, did you watch this? Because at first I was like, no, I haven't watched that. What the hell are you talking about? And you're like, no, you should really watch this. I think you would totally love it. And I watched it. And I was like,
it's
holy
totally your
fuck,
vibe.
it's amazing. Yeah.
I love this show so much.
Sometime when we're talking about it, I want to go into the songs, but I don't know what you want to talk about first. If we should talk about characters first, or we should
throw a category and I'll hop in.
Oh, also spoilers if you have not seen it.
Oh yeah, if you haven't seen it, pause the episode, watch the show, and then play from here.
Yeah. Come back.
We'll give you a second.
Okay.
Second's over.
Oh, okay. But yeah, there's gonna be spoilers because the show is over, and I feel like we can't talk about it.
Season one's over.
Season 1 is over, and I feel like we can't talk about it unless we talk about spoilers. So
I will say, if there's any inspiration to watch it, the Hazbin Hotel soundtrack is still sitting at number 1 on charts and sat there for 2 weeks in a row now.
Oh my god, the soundtrack is so fucking good.
So if you like it, watch it. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
I ended up showing it to Bella because after I watched it, it was like, all of this is, it's okay. She's in high school. Nothing is really bad. Like, some of it's kind of out there, but I mean...
Episode 4 was the one I was worried about.
5.
Yeah. It was 4.
The one with AngelDust?
4.
It's 4.
5 is Lucifer.
Yeah.
How dare you question me?
Mister has watched it like 10 times.
And counting.
But I showed it to Bella and she absolutely loved it. She's been sharing it to all her friends at school too. She found out a way to change her ringtones to several songs. Like, it has been her jam. She's been creating art with it. So I'm actually planning on putting her art on our Instagram when I post this. So she got really inspired.
The Niffty one, or Niffty?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've seen the picture. So.
I showed you it.
It was Niffty.
Okay, it was so good.
You'll have to reshow me. I don't remember.
Because, I think last I knew she was working on an Alastor one, but she's just having such a hard time with Alastor. I told her, just get creative. I was like, just put your own personal twist on it. So,
I mean, with the way the pilot did it was when they were telling his backstory, like, it was all different art, basically art renditions of Alastor. So, I mean, you could do what you want.
Do what you want when you want.
Yeah.
Well, okay. The funny thing is, I ended up watching episode 1, like you suggested on YouTube, and then and then but then they had like an actual, like something else that came before it that I found. No. This was for Hazbin. This was like it was the actual pilot because there's the pilot and then there's episode 1. So episode 1 is on YouTube, but then there's also the pilot.
So what they did was during the release of it being on Amazon a week later, episode 1 went onto their page. It's the Amazon one, but they put it on YouTube for free to kind of promote. Yeah.
Well, like the episode I watched, it's the same thing. It's just like introducing Alastor and like how Alastor got involved in the hotel, and then even like Vaggie looks different because she has a different outfit. The voices are different.
On it.
He's on it, guys.
It's on there. I swear, and it's the legit thing because it explains why Alastor jumped into it, and then the first episode explains more. Nope. Okay, it was the pilot. So I guess episode 1 was also on YouTube then, because I watched episode 1, and so I didn't watch the pilot first. I watched episode 1. I didn't watch the pilot first.
Oh, okay.
That explains,
So I watched episode 1. Yes. So episode 1 was on YouTube. So I watched episode 1, I didn't watch the pilot first. So after I finished Hazbin, I went through and watched the pilot, and everything was like, oh, that's why.
And then that's when you rewatched the show again.
Well, no, I did after that because that's how I watched it with Bella. I then showed her the pilot, and then we watched all the way through.
Good.
But yeah, no, because the first time around when I searched it, I said episode 1, so I was like, this must be it. So I watched it.
Yeah.
Not realizing it wasn't the right one. But yes, okay. I got it. We're all on the same page now. But
okay. I think I know the answer to this, but I want to know if your answer has changed. What is everyone's favorite character? Yeah, okay. Well,
we already know. Okay.
Yeah.
His is Alastor.
Yeah.
Sadistic boy himself.
Oh.
See,
I can't wait to talk about the backstory with him.
I have such a toss-up because I freaking love Alastor, but I also love Angel and I love SirPentious.
SirPentious, yeah.
Yes. I love him so much. Like, he's such a weird and different character, and I think that's why I love him so much. But then I love Angel. So it's like it's a 3-way tie for me. Like, I can't pick. Like, I literally can't pick. It's between those 3.
My favorite, this will shock you guys.
Can I guess who it is?
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously Angel is kind of always going to be your top tier, but I think if your favorite, like, quote unquote new favorite, it's either going to be between Husk or Niffty.
I do like Husk too.
Maybe Emily, but...
Oh, okay. Do you have a guess? Or do you want to guess?
Is it going to be Adam?
I want to say Niffty.
Okay.
What is it?
Egg Boys!
The Egg Boys! I have so many memes. I have so many memes on my phone due to the Egg Boys. It is ridiculous. I love them.
Oh my god, they're so cute. They're just like little precious. But yeah, no,
if we're not talking, go ahead.
From the pilot, AngelDust has always been like the one that I loved during the pilot.
Mm-hmm.
I just love everything about him.
Mm-hmm.
And I also love how he like redeemed himself, kinda.
Well, he's improving.
Yes, thank you, that's the word. Improving. He's improving. But I also like SirPentious because just his character and
he's just a derpy boy.
He's just there to have to, first to spy, but but then he got redeemed, and
after getting absolutely bodied first, that crushed us when we first saw him.
Yeah, we
were like, go Patches! Then we're like, what?
And I'm like, please don't tell me he's dead.
And then when he got to Angel, when he got to heaven, I screamed. I literally was like,
no, we both did. I think we had the same face as Emily had.
What I was gonna say, like, not main character, just like characters in the show. I love the cannibals so much. I literally think that's what I want to do for Halloween this year. I think that would be awesome. Like, have a whole Hazbin Hotel like Halloween thing going on. I want to be cannibals so bad. I think that would be amazing.
Is that this year's theme? Is that this year's theme?
Yes, I want to be a cannibal so
and
bad.
Then offer people pinkies, but they're like pretzels with chocolate.
I think that would be amazing.
Why can't Rosie be everyone's aunt? Aside from the cannibals.
Because some of us need shitty aunts,
Yeah. But yeah, no, I love it. And I was like telling Bella before she started watching it, I was like, oh my god, I love the cannibals. And like the look on her face, like, excuse me, what do you mean you love cannibals?
Man, you must be a huge fan of the Donner Party.
Oh.
No. You don't know the Donner Party?
No.
It's the people that got lost and ended up eating each other because they were in this winter snowstorm. You don't know that story? It was like 1800, 1700, something like that.
Yeah.
They were trying to take a shortcut to get to where they were needing to go, and there was a snowstorm, and they got stuck, and they ended up having to eat each other because all the food was gone.
Survival.
Yeah.
But no, I did not hear that. I may have heard it in school, but then you know how that happens where it just goes out for an ear and does not get stuck.
I feel that.
But
they covered on Puppet History. It's a good episode. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, cannibals.
Yeah, cannibals.
Cannibals.
I did like, well, because I think what I liked about them is like they were like the nicest little community. Everyone was super happy, and even Charlie was like, "Wow, like they're strangely like happy and getting along," but like reality, like they are literally going to eat you.
Yeah. Like your food.
Yeah.
That town was a vibe, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just love
The
how
song
it
is
was
growing on
technically.
me.
Yes, and I love how technically it was Alastor who truly convinced them because it's like because you get to eat all the angels that you want, and they're like free food, and then they were like, all right, we're on board.
Charlie's like, you know what? I'll take every way I could get.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I loved it. What did everyone think about Lucifer being a short king?
I fucking love Lucifer, and the fact that he's Jeremy Jordan made it a million times better.
And we used to watch Superhero. No,
okay.
that's
Supergirl.
That's the wrong. We used to watch Supergirl on
Superhero.
Which one? Very generic superhero, you know.
We watched CW Supergirl.
Yes, and he was one of the main characters in it. And like to me, it's kind of hard to put the voice with that character because to me it doesn't sound like they go together.
Right.
But his voice is so fucking beautiful.
It is.
I love it. I love it. And the fact that he's a short king, we need more short kings in this world.
I need more beef between him and Alastor. That shit was so funny.
Yes.
I also want more like story as to why.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll see. I'm kind of waiting towards the end of this episode so we can have our own theories. I kind of just want to talk and then we can get into theories of what we think is happening. Okay. But I have my own like theory of why it is the way it is between those two.
Okay. I'm excited to hear it.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for theories.
It's a drama llama theory.
Are you trying to think of something new?
No, it's Matt Pat. He does theories on YouTube, and like he always says,
"Just a theory.
It's just a theory.
A game theory.
Okay, theory." Like, yeah.
That's
so.
Funny.
I was just trying to be funny, but whatever. Okay.
What is everyone's thought on Adam?
Wait. Let's go back to Lucifer. Okay.
Or Lucifer. Yeah, Lucifer.
No. We're gonna go by character.
Okay.
And like talking about him. No. You didn't say one of your favorite parts about Lucifer. So
hold on. There's a lot.
No. The main one.
What's
my favorite line he says?
Yes.
I love the. Don't take this into context, but I love the line when he hangs up the phone with Charlie and he's like, "My daughter wants to see me. Take that, depression." That got me so good.
He was rolling. I'm like, look at all the ducks.
That's what I want to know. What is up with all the ducks? Like that room was full of ducks.
I actually know the answer to this. It was done in an interview with Vivzie. The creator. Yeah, the creator, Vivzie. Or Vivienne. So she was trying to come up with a storyline kind of thing for Lucifer, and one of the writers was like, writer / one of her friends was like, "What if you make him obsessed with ducks?" And she was like, "Yes." So there's your answer.
Just that obsessed with ducks, I guess.
Well, now, like on TikTok, I find duck content where they're making ducks into different characters from Hazbin.
I've seen those.
Have you seen those? Yeah, so they're changing.
I think. Well, I don't know where I've seen them. I don't remember where I've seen them, but I've seen those kind of videos. I think it was on Twitter, maybe.
Bella and I get TikToks. She sends TikToks to me all the time. So she started sending me the duck ones. But there were so many. Like someone created almost every character out of little yellow ducks. And it is amazing.
Oh, I have to see that.
Yeah, send those to us.
He saw someone who did like wood carvings of them.
That's cool
like
too.
Wood burn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it called wood?
So like they have the slab of wood and they burn it basically to create a picture.
Yeah. Those are really good.
Yeah.
But No, I just I'm really glad he's back in Charlie's life, and they had that beautiful moment together.
Yeah.
Well, and I kind of want to know why, like, Lilith kept them apart, because it was Lilith. I mean, we can plainly see, like, there was that time she, like, was able to see her dad, and Lilith comes and takes her away. I want to know the motives for that. Were they having issues? Because it seems like all the pictures they have, they were a happy family, and then suddenly, like, Lilith's gone.
Well, we don't know if they're happy because we can't see her face.
No, but there are pictures.
In the pictures in the
pictures
background.
in the background.
Oh, there's a bunch of family.
It shows her face in the pictures?
Yeah. Straight up. You also see her face in the pilot.
Well, like,
when Alastor's staring at the portrait while Vaggie and Charlie are talking about not making a deal with him.
I don't remember.
Yep.
But, okay.
Yeah. I think we're going to get more about Lilith in season 2. I think season 2 is going to be very Lilith heavy. I know the V's are going to be a big part of season 2, but I think we're going to be getting a couple episodes or something involving Lilith as like a B plot or something, or an A plot.
Okay, so I'm really bad at names. Like, I'm so good at characters, but like when it comes to their names, like my mind like goes white. What are the 3 names of the people with V's, with the V's?
Valentino, Velvette.
Well, say Valentino is Angel's pimp.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
Velvette's the English girl.
The one who sings the song.
The clothes designer. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Vox is the TV.
Yeah.
So this is my thing. Velvette makes no sense in that. Like, the other 2 do, because one's a pimp, and then Valentino's the TV, and he can do like the mind control. What does the fashion design have to do with it?
I think
you know what I mean. Like, it just, I guess money. I guess, but like,
is money even a thing in hell?
Yeah. So
like,
I think
she just seemed out of place to me. Does that make sense? Like, the other 2, like, they made sense, but Velvette didn't make sense to me. Like, I like her character, but like, the idea of like 3 big bosses, like, she just doesn't seem like a big boss to me, I guess.
So what, like, in your mind, for a job to be like a big boss job, what would you like substitute her clothes designer with that would be like a big boss?
I guess I don't even know. I didn't think that far to it. I just thought it was different, I guess.
Have any thoughts?
So I know for a fact that she's the one that's on like the big social media kind of things for the V's, and as well as the designer. She found out about the angel being. So I think she's more of the brains of the V's.
Oh, you know what?
And the other 2 are more of like the
because the other 2
money and the muscle.
Yeah, the other 2 don't have much going on, and so
well,
I think
Vox has hypnosis.
Well,
through his eye, but
I mean brain, like strategic, like boss brain. That
I mean, Valentino just derps when Vox just gets aggressive at him.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, like, I understand her part, and like, now that you say more of the social media and stuff, I guess just the part of her being a fashion designer. I guess, what is this realm called again of hell?
They are in Pride, I believe.
I guess that makes sense. Because fashion design, it takes very much pride and envy into your look and stuff like that. So I guess that makes sense just to have her have a career in that.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was done. I said it makes sense for her to, like, if it's pride, then that makes sense. Because, like, when you think of like clothing design and how designers and stuff are, like, that makes sense, I guess.
Okay. Did I find it? Well, what character do we want to talk about next?
Let's talk about Charlie. I mean, she's like the main person, technically, of the show. Yeah.
Okay. What was your first impression of her?
Holy fuck! This is this. I was like, why is she singing so much at first? I didn't.
Pride ring.
Okay, it was the
pride ring. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't anticipating, like, when Cole had told me about it, I wasn't anticipating it being a musical, and I was like, holy fuck, she's singing. Oh my god, she's singing again.
And she's singing so good.
Yeah, not that I didn't like it, but I was like, another song.
There's like 2 every episode.
Yeah.
2
Well,
or
now
3,
I know
2 or 3. Oh, 2. Okay.
2. But like I just wasn't expecting it walking in, and then after that I was like, okay, 2 songs every episode, like it's fine. But like my first impression was like, holy fuck, she's singing in hell. This makes no sense to me.
And rainbows and
right. I do really love Charlie, and I love her dynamic. She's such a good person, and it's really weird to have her in hell. But it makes sense because I mean, she's a demon. She is the daughter of
born in hell.
Yeah. But it's so weird because like Charlie is that good person. Like she doesn't necessarily have an evil bone in her body. She doesn't even like using her title to get things that she wants.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just really weird to me. Yeah, that she is in hell. But it makes sense why she's there. But yeah, I do really like Charlie.
I'm just really like I don't know if this is weird to say about like a fictional character, but like I'm just really proud of her determination and like getting as far as she did.
Mm-hmm.
Because her commitment. Because Lucifer was like, no one has gone this far in like 10,000 years.
Yeah.
Or something in that song. And I'm like, she did it. She did, well, kind of did it. But
she's starting.
I mean,
this was it was a big change.
Yeah.
As a whole at the end there.
And I'm happy that like her dream is coming to reality and it's coming true.
Mm-hmm.
Slow, but it's still coming true.
I literally can't wait till she finds out about SirPentious and about how he actually made it to heaven. Like I cannot wait for her just to like flip tits and be like, oh my god, like it is possible. And I'm super excited for that.
That has to be on the first episode.
I have a feeling that Sarah is going to try and keep it on the down low.
But Emily's there.
And?
She has say.
Yes. But that doesn't mean Sarah won't try and stop her. Because if you remember how they ended, Emily was happy and Sarah looked like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
So she's probably going to want to keep it quiet until she at least figures out how, because otherwise that could cause a panic.
Oh, true.
But also, SirPentious didn't go through the gates. He ended up where the Seraphim were.
Oh, that's true. He just popped up.
Mm-hmm. He just popped up, and he's where the Seraphim are. So, like, is he a higher level of angel?
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Did he become a Seraphim?
See, that's what I was thinking, because why else would he pop up there? That makes no sense. Unless there's a different way of, like, judging sinners after the fact, and they don't go through the pearly gates. They have to be judged by the Seraphim.
Yeah. Well,
that could be another
territory. So we don't know the rules.
Yeah.
But I don't even think there is any rules because it hasn't happened before.
Right. Because, I remember she had said, she's like, we don't know how souls get here. They just get here. But most of the time they go through the pearly gates.
Yeah. Well, they also say judgment's already passed upon them when they show up.
I don't remember that part, but it does sound right.
Yeah. Because she mentions that she says we don't know how they get here, only that they've passed judgment.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. So, like, that also comes to the question, like, once they die, like he does, do they then go to heaven? Like, they have to die, but they could be, like, the best person in hell and, like, redeem themselves. But obviously, they're not going to make it up there until they die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, then that
hell really is a place for second chances. Just depends on how people want to use it.
Yeah.
Well, and then they talk about, like, when you die in hell, do you really, really die? Or do you go to the next level of hell?
Oh, the next level. We didn't think about the next levels.
Because there's how many levels of hell?
So the only reason that I'm disagreeing with that one is because in HelluvaBoss we have seen demons travel to different rings of hell.
Okay.
Have not
I haven't watched HelluvaBoss yet. That's on my to watch list, but because I have been crazy busy, I haven't got a chance to watch it. Because Bella wants to watch it with me. So, okay, then that throws that out the window because I wasn't exactly sure. I was just kind of theorizing at that point.
there's different rulers of each ring as well, with I think Lucifer being in the Pride ring, and then you have B and Mammon and all them as you go.
Yeah.
You'll meet them in HelluvaBoss.
HelluvaBoss.
Do you have anything else to say on Charlie?
She is a small child who needs to be protected at all times.
Yes.
And should not be
pure-hearted.
Should not be ruined.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I also found out.
Also gay.
She's bi. She's bisexual because I found out by looking at it. She's had a boyfriend.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And she says that she is bisexual, like on the wiki page.
Even more.
Yeah. I found that out and was like, oh, that's good. That's a good bit to put in.
What do you think about CherriBomb? CherriBomb.
I like CherriBomb. I dig her fucking accent. I think she's amazing. I had a part where I didn't particularly like her because I didn't like how she was trying to sway Angel. But I mean, after like when she decided to like fight and stuff like that, I have a feeling she's gonna kind of change her ways. But again, we don't know.
I also have that feeling. Because, like, towards the end, she was there to help rebuilding. And, like, that tells me that she wants to be a part of it. But I also did not like that part where she was trying to force him in there. I understand why they had her do that. To, like, to show the viewers that he's actually, like, improving. I understand that, but...
Also, she is, like, his only friend. And she's constantly already partying as is, and she only knows him as the party animal. Yeah. And so she's like all confused about, what the fuck.
Yeah. And then like the end where Pentious kisses her.
Yeah.
That's so
love
cute.
It. I love. She's like, that was kind of hot.
Yeah.
I heard he has 2 dicks. Huh.
I also love the entire time when they were at the club, he was trying to like buy her shots or buy her drinks because I'm buying a shot for everyone. And then he
would you like to have a sex with me?
See that right there is just like pure to me. Like just like so innocent.
And then he follows it up with because I'm having sex with everybody.
Well, oh my god.
And I think
poor man.
I'm going to SirPentious because I feel like his character wasn't a bad character. He was just really lonely. And I think once he found the friends and the support he needed, he got that push to become a better person. And I think that's why I love him so much. He was very misunderstood and he was just extremely lonely. And I just like, I get it. I get it. I get why he was the way he is. So I think that's why I love him so much.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I agree too.
Yeah.
And then
Niffty, best girl.
I also I don't know if this is weird for me to say, but I also like lisps on guys or girls.
Too. Yeah.
I think it's so cute. And so he has that. Well,
True.
like a snake lisp.
Yeah.
But I also think that's like a cute feature.
Yeah.
I guess not feature, but yeah.
Niffty, best girl.
Niffty killing those bugs, or at least trying to kill those bugs.
Killing Adam out of left field.
Oh my god.
that got me rolling.
When that happened, him and I look at each other, and he's like, "Please be Niffy." Or
I was like, "Please be Niffty."
Please be Niffty.
And then when I was so happy.
And she just kept stabbing.
Well, and then I love in the reporters, they're like, why did you do it? And she said, Charlie told me to stab, so I stabbed.
With her blank ass expression.
Yeah. I want to know, okay, because I didn't get to do as much research as I wanted to on the wiki. How did Alastor become, like, why is Niffty with Alastor? Do you know that answer?
Kind of.
Because we know why Husk is. We know why Husk is, but we don't know. I didn't go into research with Niffty.
So I don't know the specific stuff on Niffty. Like I also haven't done too much research on Niffty. The only thing that I have a theory about / was kind of in the canon if you paid attention enough. Was I think she also was an ex-warlord. Ex-overlord.
Okay.
I'm guessing that something happened involving her making a deal with him, and they ended up just being more alike than he realized or something.
It is possible that she doesn't have a deal with him.
Yeah, she might not even have a deal.
She just likes being around him.
Or it could be that she is still an overlord, and
there's just a lot of unknown.
Yeah.
And possibilities that she could.
Yeah, because Vivzie also knew of the other two, of Husk and Niffty, when she visited. So there's not really a lot that's been known about Niffty yet, other than she's at least 80% harmless.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm on the website right now. The species, she's a sinner demon, and she was formerly a human. Hold on. Apparently she died in the 1950s.
So maybe she knew Alastor back when they were alive, like Vivzie did.
He died in the 1930s. So he died.
That's fair.
I mean, I guess they could have, but
well, how old is Niffty?
Well, they're demons. They don't really have an age.
Well, how old was she when she died? She died in 1950. There's a possibility that they could have met before he died.
Yeah, that's fair. Because
they do have that bond, and I really like that bond that they have, like right before the battle.
Yeah.
And like they're like joking, and he's just like, "Oh, I love your mind," or whatever. Because she's very she's very childlike.
Yeah. She's also very short, so I don't know if that plays into the thought of her being a child. But no, yeah, she just seems very chaotic, toddler energy.
It says that she has obsessive compulsive order too.
Oh.
And that's why she's cleaning the hotel. It's because she's obsessed over it. Gosh.
I don't know.
I knew I should have read this one. I read all the other ones, and I didn't get a chance to get to Niffty. And I'm kicking myself for it.
Oh, according to the Hazbin Wiki, Alastor is her boss.
Oh.
And she has a boyfriend.
Oh.
And Millie is her best friend / former enemy.
Millie is in HelluvaBoss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her boyfriend is Baxter, who is a professor and has the similar style hat as Pentious. Don't know if that one's actually canon.
Okay, well, let's not talk about that then if it's not canon. Who else do we want to talk about?
Let's do oh my gosh. Husk. Yes, I really
what a drop. What a giant drop on episode 4 of him just casually being like, I was an overlord once.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, again, if we noticed the details in the back of the pilot when we saw the other overlords, we probably would have realized that, but...
Yeah. And things just happen so fast within the shows, and it's you can easily miss something.
Yeah.
That's why you have to rewatch it multiple times.
There's so many small details that are in the background that, yeah, you miss it and you're screwed.
Left out.
Yeah. Then you go on the wikis and you go on the Twitters and you follow the fan pages, and then you find those people who have actually noticed those details. So when you go back, you're like, oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, I also love, not necessarily, it's just background. I love that they put Keith David as his voice because it fits.
It does.
When I think of
so well.
Oh, when I heard his voice, I was like, oh, it works so good. He's just that smooth and he's been through some shit. He's got that chain smoker voice that,
He also voices Dr. Facilier, which is in Princess and the Frog, which is one of my favorite Disney movies.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
And I was gonna say something, but then I forgot. We recently watched the pilot over the weekend, and because before the new stuff came out, I was weary about the voice actors because I loved Michael Kovac, who voiced AngelDust in the pilot. I loved his voice, and I was like, I can't really see anyone else be I can't see these voices different. Yeah. But then we watched the series, and we're like, okay, it's growing on me, and then we went back to the pilot, and I'm like, I like the new voices even better. I mean, the old voices still did an amazing job, but I think they cast up.
I like both in the same respect because they're different interpretations.
Yeah.
Like, same character, but different voice
Husk
style.
was very different, in my opinion. Different. And I'm like, oh, they did him way better.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it better because after watching, because like I said, I watched the pilot after the fact. So after watching that, I was like, ooh, I don't like that. I like Keith's voice better than the other one because it made the character more, and it kind of makes sense to me because with Alastor, and I know we haven't really talked about Alastor too much. He's supposed to be from the South. He's supposed to be from like New Orleans.
The Bayou.
Yeah, so it makes sense because that's the voice that I get in my mind from Husk too. He sounds like he's somewhere from down there too.
I came up with a funny theory that Husk.
We're not talking about theories yet.
It's not true.
Okay.
It was a joke theory that Husk was the demon of Dr. Facilier after he died in Princess and the Frog. And that's why they have the same voice, and that's why they both are gamblers.
It's a Husk theory.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Drama llama theory. I was gonna say turkey for some reason. It's a turkey.
Not the trauma turkey.
What happened to that turkey? We don't know. We gotta know.
It witnessed what Thanksgiving truly is.
Oh, genocide.
Oh,
yeah. Speaking of,
I said what I said. What I said.
But yeah, no, I really like Husk's character, and I like the fact that like he could see Angel struggling, and how he was like, all right, like, you know, this is how it is. Like, we're losers. Like, just got to get used to it. Like,
and I just love how he went about it too. Like, he didn't call him out, like saying, "Oh, you piece of shit, you need to get your game together." Like, he didn't do anything of that. He just went in and was like, "No, you're not taking those drugs." And then they sang a little bop together. That was mwah, chef kiss.
Well, Husk opened up to him also.
Yeah. They put their walls down.
And he told Angel how it was via the song. Mm-hmm. He's a fucked up little whiny bitch.
And then they murdered all of those gang members.
They're fucking singing.
Oh my god,
that was the best.
Funny. Yeah. Because like we're jamming, and then that all of a sudden, fucking singing. Like
it was like way to ruin the moment.
Yeah. Okay. But what else were you gonna say about Husk?
I don't know. Did they ever explain why he's a cat? Because like I know when we talk about Angel, we can talk into. I found out why he is a spider, but like with Husk, like why is he like a cat bat thing?
I think the way it works in the world of hell is, you gain an attribute of some sort based on how you die. Like, we know Katie Killjoy has the broken neck, basically, because she died of a broken neck. Alastor, who we'll be getting into shortly, died because he was mistaken for a deer by a hunter. Yep. Mm-hmm. So, I think he must have had some sort of cat accident when he was alive, and maybe he was allergic to cats.
He got mauled by cats.
Or maybe even
wearing bat costumes.
Okay, maybe not that.
No, it's facts. I already looked it up.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, God.
It says cat equal bat.
Yeah.
So
the Incredibles 2 meme of cat is bat.
So I think the only three characters we still have to touch on. We still have to touch on Angel more. We have to touch on Vaggie, and then Alastor. So do we want to keep Alastor last, or do we want to talk about Alastor now?
I'll be happy with either or. It's up to you guys.
We can talk about him last.
Okay, because I have a
So
lot to say about him.
Let's go into Vaggie. What are your guys' thoughts on Vaggie?
So I had seen theories prior.
We're not talking about theories right now.
No, he's saying before, like, it turned out like that she was an angel.
Before I saw, I had seen theories prior about her possibly being an angel, and so I was like, I mean, that could be, interesting. And then when it was revealed that she was, I was like, oh, you know what? Everything makes sense now. Everything adds up.
See, I didn't realize that at all. That blew me away. Like, I didn't know. And even I was sitting there, I was like, why does she only have one eye? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it was really weird. Like, was that like an emo thing? Or like, was literally she had no eye? Like, I didn't know. And even like, I remember sitting watching it with Bella after the fact. She's like, why doesn't she have an eye? Like, this is really bugging me. Why does she only have one eye? But it explains later when you find out she was an angel that Lou cut out her eye.
Luke,
yeah. Luke, yeah, sorry, Luke.
I thought her name was Luke, I'm going to be honest. But I guess it's a Luke.
Luke Tata.
See, and I thought it was Lou. So I didn't realize there was a T. It was just Lou.
I'm with you there. I thought there was a K.
Adam and Luke.
Yeah. Where we're at? Oh, the eyeball.
Yeah. Realizing that he met Adam was the one who actually named her, and it was Vaggie.
Yeah. He's like, I named you after my favorite thing, a vagina. I was like, what the hell?
It's Vaggie. No. No, I like that she wants to do everything to try and make Charlie happy and, be there for her and
level-headed.
Yeah.
Well, because it was Charlie that found her after she was injured and like completely abandoned. So like I think they completely trauma bonded from that. I think that would be an appropriate response to that. And I think in return she was like, I have to keep Charlie safe at all costs.
And then they got together.
Yeah, I was always confused on how she got the spear.
Oh, the angelic spear?
Yeah. I was always confused about that. And then we found out that she used to be one, and I was like, oh, well, that's freaking why.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Well, I think it's also funny is, too, that they cast her out of heaven because she was giving someone compassion. So I was like, that makes no sense. She should be like one of the top tier angels because of that. She was showing compassion to someone else. And then they cast her out for that.
It's because she was created to be a exterminator. Yeah. So their whole job was exterminate demons.
But like
she just had a change of heart and was like, get out of here. And then they thought of it as treachery because they were given orders. She was given orders. She didn't follow them. She is a traitor.
My question is, why is heaven going down to kill people? Like, you think heaven... Because hell what?
Because they talked about it. They said that hell is overpopulated, and they're afraid that hell is going to cause a mutiny and rise up, basically. That was why they silenced Lilith.
Oh.
Yeah. Was because Lilith was giving them hope and everything, and so they were like, oh, wait, if this gets bad, they could turn on us. And so that's why they started the extermination, was to, one, thin out hell, and two...
But, like, did not one person in heaven go like, oh, hey, maybe... Oh, I gotta sneeze. That's not what they said. But they said, like, maybe let's see if we can, like, reform them. Like, not one person...
They went to the High Seraphim. They went to Sarah herself. She's the High Seraphim.
Yeah.
She's like one... So the Seraphims are like...
I know.
Angels before God.
That's not...
And then there's, like, the basic angels.
I know.
Yeah.
But that doesn't answer my question. Like, not one person.
Well, they probably did, but Sarah... But, yeah, they probably... One, they didn't know because they kept the extermination on the DL.
Yeah.
And then, two, like, the people who did probably say something, Sarah probably silenced them. She probably was like, oh, don't worry about it. We have it under control. You know what I mean? And people in heaven probably don't concern themselves too much with hell because they're in heaven.
Yeah,
Why did they have to worry about
Well,
hell?
because Emily didn't even know that they went down to exterminate.
Yeah, nobody knew until that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So AngelDust.
The traumiest of the bunch.
I love him.
The gorgeous, it's just a spider ever.
The only spider I'll simp over.
Oh, that's true.
I fucking hate spiders.
Hmm. But I'm dying to know what you learned about him.
Oh yeah, how did he die?
So his family was in the mafia.
Oh,
so
that makes
with
sense.
him, his family, they were really big into crime. Hold on, I literally picked it up because I don't want to read this wrong.
I forgot that his family was in the mafia. I actually did know that part.
It definitely makes sense.
But that's why he's a spider, is because his family was in a web of crime, and he was involved with that. God damn it! Hold on, I found all of this extra shit, and now I can't find it on here. Way to be prepared, Alex. Because he has siblings, and also his dad was really abusive to him. His older brother was really abusive to him. God damn it.
He's just had both a life and afterlife of abuse.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Oh, history. There we go. Alex, click that tab and it'll take you right to it.
I think his mom had died also, if I'm not mistaken.
I just don't like I did not like his face when Charlie was talking to Pentious, saying like, "Oh, you'll be out of here in no time," or hyping him up or something. And like his face, I just felt so bad for him when he's like, "Oh, okay."
I think that was the moment that he realized also, like, oh, maybe I should
want something.
Yeah, I do want help.
Yeah.
So, Angel's real name is Anthony.
And
we
find saw that on the contract.
Too. Yep.
I forget things.
He was a gangster and a member of the notorious Italian crime family based in New York City. He was he was raised into a lifestyle of mafios. Thus, all he knew was that kind of life. He's the son of a mafia don heroine, a younger brother, Akiness, who was the favorite by his father over him, and a twin brother of Molly. So Molly is his sister.
Twin brother?
Yeah, Molly's the one who's in heaven.
Yeah, Molly's in heaven.
Oh, that's right.
Molly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Growing up,
that was so fucking cool. I hope that he and Pentious get together and talk. And
you mean Molly?
Yes.
Yeah.
You said he and Pentious.
Molly was a twin brother. You said brother, right?
Brother of Molly. So he has a twin.
No, Molly's sister. Okay, then yes.
Molly's sister.
And her and Pentious, yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes. Growing up, Angel was mentally abused by his father and brother, and his mental health declined massively when he was drafted into the military during World War II, where he witnessed the horrors of war firsthand. In 1947, Anthony died alone, having overdosed on PCP, hence his namesake down in hell.
AngelDust.
That's so fucking sad.
He's got a fucked up life. And they made a deal with Valentino, and then Valentino has him doing all the porn, and then he uses drugs to get away because
porn.
And because that's
the aggressive porn that he has to go through.
In here too, it says upon reborn in hell as a spider demon, Angel quickly became involved in degrading sex worth and petty crime, and was later led him to become acquainted with one of the hell's most infamous overlords, Valentino. And after the moth demon underliningly caught the spider attempting to steal from their boss, Valentino then conned him and entrapped him and promised him fame and security, and Angel sold his soul to Valentino for a job at a porn studio. Later he really decided he didn't want that life anymore, and he wanted something more, and he didn't want to just he didn't want to be both financially God. He realized he didn't want to be financially and sexually exploited anymore. And that's when he found Charlie. And Charlie invited him to the hotel.
Oh, he seeked out Charlie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't know he seeked out Charlie. I thought Charlie just came across him and was like, hey.
But he's also always putting up a front because that's all he knows.
That's all he knows. And he's scared to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which a lot of us are. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Angels have a really messed up life. Have you watched the Addict music video that they posted for it?
No, I haven't. I haven't been able to find it. I've heard
it's
people
on
like
Vivzie. It's on her page.
Okay, I'll have to definitely watch it.
Yeah, it goes a little bit more into like kind of the relationship with Angel and Valentino, and then it gives a little bit of backstory on CherriBomb in regards to like kind of what she went through as well with like I think it was an abusive father or something.
Yeah, I have to look for that. No, I think another reason I really like Angel is Angel makes everything sexual. You know what I mean? I do the same thing. Like I don't even mean to. I make every joke if I can. If I think I'm being funny, I take everything to a sexual nature. I am very, what's the word? I'm a very crude person, I guess. I've been told many times that when I make jokes and I'm like, ha ha ha, and same way. So I think when like maturity level, I feel like I'm on the same level of Angel, like the way he like responds to people, and it's very much like a wall, I guess, for him, but for me, I'm just like, I'm being funny. I don't know anywhere else to be other than like a weird over sexualized person.
Yeah.
So.
I think the funniest confrontation in my mind involving Angel is also with Valentino when Valentino's like, Angel, where are you? And he's like, I'm coming. Not off camera, you're not.
You're not? Oh, I love it.
Oh, I will say episode 4, which goes more into AngelDust. I've only watched once, and I don't think I'll be able to rewatch it anytime soon. It's not that like I'm a prude to like porn shit. It's just I don't want to see my favorite character going through that.
Going through all that trauma.
Yeah, because like to me, it's like I know it's not, but like to me, I see it as like great
self-harm. I see it as self-harm in some cases.
Okay. Yeah, like self-harm, like probably from his point of view, it's probably self-harm. But like Valentino, the way that he is doing that to him, it like I know he owns him, but like making one of your people, like your stars, go through that much, I don't know, it just feels very forced to me. Like, I know he's under contract, and I know he's a porn star.
I'm tracking.
But if, like, what Valentino's doing to him feels very forced to me.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, he is a pimp.
Very much.
Huh?
That's how I see Valentino. Valentino's a pimp. He's pimping him out. Yeah.
But, again, I've never really been exposed to, like, that harshness.
It's more of a like
of him being a pimp. Like, yeah, I've seen crime shows, but they don't go into that explicit. Yeah.
And it's also like he's conditioned AngelDust as well to be exactly who Val wants him to be. So.
Yeah. So I just don't want to see him being forced or suffer. Yeah. But it has like 2 fucking banger songs in it though.
It does.
Which I listen to the songs on repeat. The whole album. I've listened to the whole album today probably 10 times.
See, I like it, not that much.
Well, I love the beat. I just love the words and like the like.
It's just an absolute banger soundtrack as a whole.
And I just listen to music while I'm doing stuff. So like I could completely space out of the music and do my work. And then I can tone back into the music and we'll be on a completely different song. But and I don't know if it was 10 times. That's a guesstimate. But
I mean, it's an hour-long soundtrack.
Oh, so then probably not 10 times.
It's like 57
More like 5?
58 minutes.
Yeah. More like 5. But, all right, Mr. Alastor.
Let's get into Alastor.
I hate him. I don't like him as a character. He's ugly. Those deer antlers. The radio. I'm obviously joking because that's Cole's.
Hiding everything behind the smile, just like he does.
That's Cole's favorite character, so I was joking.
The reason he's also my favorite is because we know a little bit about him from when he was alive, like how he died and who he was. But we know nothing of what happened with him in that 7-year gap.
Oh my god, the 7-year gap.
That apparently changed him so much. Like, he's so mysterious. I fucking love him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And his voice is just banger.
I love
the radio.
The radio. I love that. Because
Yes.
you don't get a lot of, like, TV shows or anything with, like, that type of radio voice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so unique. I love it.
Do you know Alastor's kind of, like, what he was like when he was alive?
Yeah, I did. I read through Alastor. So yeah, when I was doing research, just kind of like getting backstories of everyone, I kind of did backstories on everyone other than Niffty. So that, like I said, she was the only one I missed earlier. So yeah, I went through all of Alastor's backstory earlier and how like he was with his mom and his dad abandoned him. And he grew up in New Orleans, and his mom taught him voodoo.
And he also loves his mom actually very much.
Yes. And he also apparently in one of the episodes, he kind of talks to Charlie about how his dad somehow, I missed it, but when I was reading about it, that his dad was one of his first victims.
Yep.
When he started becoming a serial killer.
Do you know where that's at in the show?
Yeah, well, it wasn't in the show, but it was discussed over like forums and things and like Q&As. But yeah, he had a very big relationship with his mom. I think the dad was the one that abandoned them, and then Alastor ended up killing his dad, which turned him into a serial killer. And so he was a radio host while also serial killing.
Okay, yep. Okay, now that you say that.
And then he got killed he got killed by a hunter while trying to bury a body out in the forest, and the hunter mistook him as a deer. That's why he has the antlers, and like the bottom of his shoes are hoof prints.
Well, and it makes sense too. Like, I know it sounds really bad, but like when I read it, I was like, that's actually really smart. So he would actually still kill deer, but when he would bury the bodies, he would bury the deer stuff on top of them, so they would go less noticed. I was like, that's really fucking smart.
Yeah, you want to bury bodies, is it 8 feet under or 10 feet under?
It's
and then bury something on top of it.
Don't actually do this, people.
Yeah, no.
Erica has watched a lot of crime shows.
Go with the pigs. Come on now. I'm not condoning anything.
Snooze.
I have also seen tons of fan theories that with Alastor, because they're also saying his backstory, the reason he smiles too is because his mom really pushed you're never fully dressed without a smile. But then I've also seen backstories, his smile is so big that sometimes it's not genuine, but his smile is forced. So I've seen theories about how his deal or whatever he's had, that's part of his deal or something. And then when he made that deal with Charlie, that his face cracked because you could see like the strings and stuff to it.
Yeah, you could see the strings like holding his mouth. It's for a brief moment, but when Charlie and Alastor make a deal, when they make their deal, like the color changes a bit to more of that neon Alastor thing, and you see a bunch of strings around his mouth around his smile. I don't think it's part of his deal, but I do think it's a conditioned thing of, his mom teaching him that he's never fully just that smile, but also just like his insanity kind of thing. And he mentioned to Charlie that people hide a lot behind the smile, so nobody really knows your intentions. And him being a serial killer in general, he's just conditioned to constantly smile. So then when, I'm guessing in hell, it's made to look like that because he's just constantly smiling anyways.
So he's not doing it purposely. That's just a thing that happens.
Yeah.
With with the strings.
Yeah, he's just constantly smiling because he's just been conditioned to smile.
Always smile.
So that's why it's like that, and that's why his shadow is the one that normally has most of like his hidden emotions. Oh, yeah. Of like whether it's supposed to be devious or angry
about the damn shadow.
So I think
I love that.
There's either the shadow is actually part of him, or it's part of a deal that he made in that 7-year gap with whoever he's with, which we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Because theories I know are going to be the big heavy hitters.
Yes. Yeah. I am very, very much looking forward to because they say, okay, so his whole thing is the whole reason why he joined the hotel is because he likes to see people suffer. But obviously, there's more to it because at times you see, maybe he's truly enjoying the company of these people because he even says it to Niffty right before the battle. Wow, can you really imagine being together with all these people and then enjoying yourself? Obviously, I'm paraphrasing. But then even later after the battle, he's like, could you imagine me dying in replace of these so-called friends? You know what I mean? There's something more to that. And I just find he's so sinister and I love it.
Mm-hmm. You just need to know more information.
I think what happened there was he was actually, I think it was he used her first or had to be there for the deal. Started kind of growing a little bit, sentimental of her, being like, you know what, I can kind of see why people, enjoy her. But then after the battle was when he was like, shit, I almost died. I need to get back on to what my actual task was. I don't have time to be weak and, care about people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to still on Alastor, but talk about the part of the song about his finding a back door?
Oh, about his
his
lament. Alastor's lament. Yeah.
Yes.
So I think that he has to deal with one of two people. The first one, and the one that a lot of fans have been going over, is Lilith.
Which I brought it up first.
Yes.
I like to put that out because I don't have a lot to do with the theories, but I brought this theory up.
Yeah. So her and a lot of people say that Lilith is the one holding the contract, and the contract was involving, Alastor being at the hotel trying to take care of Charlie while Lilith or watch over her while Lilith was up in heaven or something like that. Mm-hmm. And he obviously isn't known to be the kind of person who's soft, given his background of killing overlords and then broadcasting their screams over all of hell.
Oh yeah, he's such a...
So, it's either that or the second theory that I saw was that he made a deal with Rue, a.k.a. the root of all evil, a.k.a. Eve. Because Eve being the first actual sinner, being the literal root of all evil. The other theory was that he made a deal with her and that the shadow is technically a part of her kind of watching and kind of being that guide. So...
Because that was one thing Bella and I were discussing after the last episode came out. When they finally showed Lilith, her and I were flipping shit, and I knew she was going to, but I liked her getting all hyped up with it. So we sat and we realized. I did not expect that either. But see, I think there's so many deals going on that I feel it's almost going to implode. So obviously Lilith had some kind of deal with Loot. Because no,
with Adam.
Then why did
Adam?
With Adam.
Oh, she had a deal originally with Adam.
Okay.
Because she said Adam is dead by your daughter. You need to do something or something.
She was
Paraphrasing.
like, yeah, Adam's dead. I'm in charge now. Do something about your bitch ass daughter.
Yeah. So like there was some kind of deal going on with them, so there's that going on. I also do believe that there is something going on with Eve as well, because she was never brought up either. Like the only time they actually brought her up was when Adam and Lucifer were fighting, and Lucifer brought up the fact that he's like, oh, something about your first wife and your second wife too. But they never actually they never actually named it. But I was like, oh my God, it totally makes sense. I think there's just so many deals at work. I don't know. I'm very excited for the next season. Because I feel partial with you guys that I kind of feel that he has a deal with Lilith, kind of like what you expressed, that he was to watch over Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
But then now I don't know. You said the thing about Rue, and now I'm like, oh my God, that makes so much sense though too. Now I don't know what I want to believe.
I think season 2. Sorry, go ahead.
The reason why I originally brought up the idea of him having to deal with her is because 7 years was mentioned for both of them, and then, like, there's too much of a coincidence for that to happen in that like short of a time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was like, oh, something's going on with those two.
Yeah, I think season 2 is probably going to mention, maybe of some degree, the deal with Alastor and Lilith. And if it doesn't happen in season 2, chances are that the second theory of Alastor having to deal with Rue might actually have a little bit more standing weight to it. Yeah. As of right now, given everything that's happened and the fact that both of them have been gone for 7 years, and and the fact that Zestial mentions to Alastor, like, hey, I heard theories that you fell into holy arms.
Oh.
And we know that Lilith is up in heaven.
Okay.
So
that makes sense too.
Would you like something to play with?
No.
Do you think there'll be more of a crossover between HelluvaBoss and Hazbin?
I don't think so.
No, because they're on different rings.
Yeah, so HelluvaBoss takes place on the Wrath ring, and Hazbin takes place on the Pride ring. Plus, well, not really plus, but they're more purposefully kept apart. Vivienne brought up that Hazbin Hotel is mostly like female-led, female actresses and stuff, while HelluvaBoss is more male-led and dealing with more male things, but still gay.
Yeah, so like Hazbin Hotel is like a lesbian lead.
Yeah,
and then HelluvaBoss is like a gay lead. Gay lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do they truly make it that all gay people are still in hell, or is there any gay people in heaven? Because I swear to God, the person at the gate was gay. He was very gay.
Oh, I love that song, and I have information to share about that song that made me love it more. But but yeah, for sure, it has to be gay.
Yeah.
Well, because even like Lute, there's even like when Lute was talking about during their song when everything was happening, she even mentioned multiple times like how they are already sinners because of their love, or something along the lines of that. Because she said something about how the cock's in his mouth, and like she has brought up the fact that Angel is gay multiple times, and that's why he is in hell. One of the reasons. So I just wasn't sure, but at the same time, like, there's got to be, like, not all gay people are in hell. Like, what the hell?
Of a boss.
So this episode is going a little longer than we were anticipating. So we're actually going to cut this into 2 episodes. Yes. I will release this one first, and then the next one will be an extra bonus episode for everyone. So please stay tuned to that.
Yes. And the bonus episode's gonna have the theories and the songs. And you guys, I'm telling you, these songs are phenomenal. So you would watch
the show.
Check into it.
Yes.
By this point, you should have watched the show, so you will understand.
Yes.
Yeah.
But okay, all right. Well, as always, please follow and like us on all the things. We have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have Facebook, all of the stuff.
YouTube, Spotify.
Yes. And as always, please send us your trauma. You can email us at sorryfortraumadumping@gmail.com. It is really long, but
you won't forget it.
yeah.
Nailed it.
All right.
Nailed it.
And that is going to wrap up this episode. So we'll see you next time. Bye, girl.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
That was so cute.